Hi everyone, and welcome to Klevu's Partner Spotlight series. In these talks, we're going to be discussing some of the hot topics in the world of e-commerce, which we're hoping to help our dear partners and customers with. My name is Mairaid, and I'm a partner manager at Klevu. I manage the relationship between Klevu and Vaimo South Africa. To those of you who are unfamiliar with Klevu, we're an AI-powered product discovery suite that drives traffic, conversions, and loyalty for e-commerce websites, whilst reducing bounce rates. Our solution is easy to configure, optimize and maintain, and fully integrates with all major e-commerce platforms. Today with me, I have Jason Costa. Jason, if you'd like to introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Mairaid. Hi, everybody. So I'm Jason Costa. I am the acquisition and CX lead for Vaimo South Africa, meaning I'm the person that's currently running the team with everything around digital marketing, as well as third-party systems such as Klevu Search. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with Vaimo, we're a full-service omni-channel company with more than 14 years track record of driving success in digital commerce across both the B2B, B2C, and D2C sector. So Vaimo works with many brands, retailers, and manufacturers globally, with over 500 employees in more than 15 countries. And we're very happy to say that we have Klevu as one of our partners in this portfolio.
Perfect, thank you. So I've had the pleasure of working with Jason now for the last year and a half, and we have 19 joint clients in South Africa. Vaimo services 10 of their clients' websites, and today we're going to be hearing expertise from Jason around strategies he's implemented to enhance product discovery for his clients. What makes Vaimo South Africa different from other agencies I've worked with in the past is that they provide optimization for Klevu as a service, which ensures that their customers are really getting out the most that they can from the solution, increasing conversions, maximizing per session value, etc. So the first topic we're going to be covering today is UX, and it's all around kind of the UX of site search. So Jason, when someone invests in a third-party solution like Klevu for their on-site search, what are some of the important considerations around UX?
Perfect. So one of the big things around this is a lot of people don't really take it into account that all websites need to be accessible from both desktop and mobile, but we don't often expose the search bar across both. So this is one of the first things we should always look at when we're doing a third-party search solution, is ensuring that the search bar is available on both desktop and mobile. Secondly, one of the big things is knowing where the search bar is on the site. So we do this by adding in placeholder text. Now this generally points the users in the right direction with little terms such as what are you looking for, find a product, etc. And then looking into having a full width display on that quick search UI. So when you initially click into the search bar, having a nice little pop-up that shows some search suggestions in terms of products, but also popular search terms, different categories, and anything that is relevant to what the user is really looking for. That's quite important when we look at what the UX of a site search should look like.
Perfect. And yes, I couldn't agree with you more. I think that pop-up really enables kind of first-time customers to see what's trending on site, and then allows customers who've returned to experience kind of personalization on that one-to-one basis. In terms of our second topic, it would be good to talk a bit more around data. So what data points do you monitor within the Klevu Merchant Center to help your customers optimize the e-commerce experience?
Yes, sure. So of course, one of the big things about e-commerce is what data is available to use. Now, this affects multiple different channels because you need to understand how a user is actually engaging with the website. And now what Klevu is enabling our users and our clients to see is what exactly are users looking for on the website. So a couple of the main data points that we generally look at when trying to optimize search, especially around keywords with zero results. So now this highlights products that people are searching for, or search terms that people are actually entering on the site that there's no results for. Now, a big reason around this is to understand the catalog as well as what could be happening in the industry. For example, people could be searching for a specific product instead of a relevant term. They could be using a different word to reference the same product. Thinking of an example such as someone searching for a spade when actually on the site our product data is referring to a shovel. One of the big things that we've come across here, especially with keywords with zero results, is people are searching for products that aren't necessarily stocked or are stocked by a competitor. Now, what this allows us is to advise clients to say, hey, these products are actually very common within your search, but you're not stocking them. Your competitors are. Maybe we should look at an alternative for you, whereas we can then optimize the search to push your clients to the correct category, to the correct product sets, or to say, maybe we need to have a discussion around entering new lines of products onto your site. Then one of the other important things in terms of data is top click products from search. Now, what this is enabling us to do is we can compare how merchandising is affecting your search as well as the experience that users are having when they're actually navigating on the site. So when we implement Klevu merchandising, of course, we're expecting people to click more on these particular products. Now, by having this data, we can actually go in and validate that. Of course, it's also allowing us to see what products are trending within the industry, whether or not having sale products within search is effective. And then it also helps us to align all our other marketing around top trending products and other merchandising on the site. And then one of the final things in terms of data is most sold products from search specifically. Of course, we've always had data to say what products are trending on the site itself, but understanding what products are actually selling from search queries is quite important. This helps us to understand if our merchandising efforts are actually working, and it also helps us to improve which products should be showcased within both the little quick search pop-up as well as in your search results landing pages.
Perfect. That's super interesting. And I think especially the point about how all of this data from that we're collecting from search can be used in multiple different channels as well, not just restricted to kind of on-site. Perfect. So Jason, the third topic I'd like to talk about is merchandising versus AI. And I think it's something that a lot of customers, when they first come on board with Klevu, is like, how much should they be merchandising and how much should they let the AI be running? And I think it's different for each and every business, but what would be your advice to those customers that are asking that types of question?
No, of course. I completely agree with you that it can be very much around industry. So every industry in the market is going to have a different experience when you look at, should it be manual merchandising or should you just let the AI take over? Now, from what we've seen across multiple industries, multiple different clients, is the AI is always going to be running in the background. So it's not really something that we need to put too much focus on from a client or a Vaimo perspective. It's more handled by Klevu as a tool. But where manual merchandising plays quite a big part is if there is a large change in the industry that happens quite rapidly. Because then, of course, the AI hasn't had the opportunity to learn from the data that it's being served, but rather we need to intervene to say, we're seeing this happen within the industry or within the market, so let's adjust it accordingly. This can touch on many factors. I know one of the big examples from South Africa would be around load shedding, which is our random rolling power cuts, where if you look at more of like our hardware stores, there was quite a big influx in items such as generators and inverters, where the AI would never really recommend that product to their customers because it's not something that was selling quite rapidly. Whereas when this change happened within our market, we saw an influx of orders. And of course, then we want to merchandise these products, get them to the top of search and get people to see that they are being stocked on site. Other examples of why we would need to intervene and really use manual merchandising would be things like your flash sales or large sales, things like Black Friday and peak resale, where we have large amounts of products that need to be sold in a short amount of time, whereas we can't really rely on data that the AI has because we have a particular set of products that are either based on quantity available or on pricing agreements, etc., that we know need to be sold quite quickly. And then, of course, we're going to push them to the top of your search. And then going into one of the last things around why would we really want to start affecting manual merchandising? This could purely be a play in terms of what we're seeing within the market or within the region. say certain keywords are trending, certain products are trending. We've seen different things within our expertise and knowledge of client base and what's happening within the industry. And then we start to push those to the top of your search results. By doing that, we have an opportunity to really see, okay, how can we affect the user's navigation on site and effectively get the sales through on the e-commerce platform?
Perfect, thank you. And yeah, I think that's one of the things I love about how Vaimo South Africa optimize Klevu for their clients, because you have this all amazing knowledge and expertise of product discovery and also different industries as well to really enable your customers to get the most out of the solution and maximize conversions. So that's great. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Stay tuned for other videos in the Klevu and Vaimo Partner Spotlight series, and make sure to reach out using the link below to get the conversation started with Vaimo on how they can help optimize your e-commerce experience. Thank you.